On each episode of Around in Durango, we visit a local Durango business and chat with a special guest on what is happening in this great town of ours.
Today we're talking with co-owner Marcos Wisner of 11th Street Station. We'll also be talking with Christy Schaerer from the Women's Resource Center about how they're helping others in our community.
Hi, Christina.
Hey, Marcos. It's so good to see you.
Hey, Marcos. Good to see you, buddy.
Miss ya.
How you been?
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having
It's gonna be
us.
fun, man. I'm excited.
Can't wait to hear all about this awesome place.
Oh, it's beautiful. Town loves it.
Town does love. We love
All
it.
right,
Thanks,
so
buddy.
much. Marcos, thanks so much for having us at 11th Street Station and Ernie's, and I'm excited for you to showcase the history of the place, because this has become Durango's living room, essentially. You know, we're here. It's our living room. It is our living room.
A lot of people treat it that way, but you know, that's a great thing to bring to the community. You know, that's probably one of the more rewarding components to this business model, is not just, you know, having something successful right out the gate, but being able to provide a place for the community and also a place for these chefs that, you know, run these beautiful trailers and, you know, give them a chance to get their food in people's mouths.
Because you're a chef yourself.
Well, I'm a chef, yeah. That's actually how the concept started. Is I had a food truck here about 4 years ago on the same property. You know, we had to think big and grand, and do a year-round operation with this whole food truck thing that was kind of hitting the nation and everyone's really excited about. And we basically just dove in all the way as far as, you know, providing all the amenities of a commissary kitchen, on-site storage. I mean, these guys really, you know, they stay here year-round. And
that was really the challenge, is that the city ordinance said that a food truck couldn't be more than 6 months in the same location. And so to have the year-round vibrancy, and you had to have a permanent location. And so we did such a great job providing.
Figured it out.
And Ernie's is at the core. It's the bar of the...
Yep, that's the anchor. That's what kind of, you know, holds everything down. But every vendor operates as their own individual LLC in business. They pay their own sales tax. They get to hire their own staff, do their own thing. It's really cool to let them have that freedom while still providing, you know, some level of support to where they can really focus on the food and not be dealing with front of house staff or marketing or, you know, trash and waste disposal.
And you've shared with us the history of Ernie's and the gas station that was here that you've obviously paid homage to, and will you share a little bit of that?
Yeah, so Ernie's, that was the gentleman that owned this when it was a gas station in the 50s. It was Ernie Schaff. And yeah, we just, you know, that it was my dad's idea to go with the name. I thought of 11th Street Station because I was thinking, you know, geographically, and that's the whole hub of the property. Ernie's is the bar, and it's a good homage to, you know, just the history of Durango, and it's just a really cool thing to work with. So it just kind of all came naturally.
Incorporated the theme into all of the elements of the decor, and even right down to when you go into the bathroom and you turn on the faucet, and it's a gas spigot that comes out of the wall. It's just so cool.
Before we even broke ground, we were out.
The ideas were flowing.
Well, we were collecting car parts. We were going to
Yeah.
junkyards, we were going to thrift stores, we were going to antique shops. I mean, a lot of the inspiration for this came from like my grandpa's garage. But what's really surprised me are the young kids, you know, like kids just love old looking cars and parts.
I love that part. And then there's something for everybody. You have craft cocktails and then fantastic coffee and just gourmet coffee.
Yeah, that's a big chunk of my experience was, you know, cooking and, you know, training as a chef in New York City and Europe. It gave me the drive and the vision.
You also allow people to come and meet here, and not-for-profits gather here.
Yeah. So, I mean, any nonprofits, fundraisers, we like to offer up this back deck space for free.
For free?
For a lot of times for
awesome.
those sort of things. And then also just for parties, we do rent it out.
Yeah, that's awesome. What a great place to have your party or event.
Yeah.
Well, cheers to you, my friend.
Yeah,
Thank
very
you so
cool.
much. Yeah.
Thanks,
Cheers.
guys.
These are 3 of our cocktails on tap.
Oh, it's her favorite one.
It's the Elise.
That's awesome.
Christina. This is our Coupe de Ville. It's a mess.
Oh, perfect.
And the Xerex.
So this one's like a margarita type of thing, right?
Yeah, so this is, it's a play on a margarita. It's tequila, Damiana, and a ginger liqueur with just some lemon juice. Cracked pepper, real simple.
Yeah.
This is the Coupe de Ville. It's got some orgeat, mezcal, creme de violette, and lemon juice with that guy. And then the Xerex it's got a little spicy from the anchorays, mezcal as well, golden falernum, and lime juice.
Christy, thank you so much for joining us today. Cheers.
My pleasure.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for having me.
Great. That's delicious. And we share a little bit of background of the Women's Resource Center and how it came to be, because it's amazing how the foundation of it and how strong it is to this day.
Yeah, well, it was started in 1987 by a group of local women who identified that there were women in the community divorcing, losing their spouse, and just needed a change, and were looking for resources in order to get back into the workforce and just to get connected with the community again. And so that first year we had 200 women that came through the door. In 2018 we've had 1,500 come through the door or through our 8 different programs that we offer.
Yeah.
That's really amazing. And so when somebody comes through the door, what happens? What kind of services do you provide?
Well, we have 8 different programs. 2 of those programs are for girls. It's 5th grade, transitioning into 6th to middle school is
I'm
difficult.
still having a little bit of a hard time with that.
Yeah, me
to be
too.
candid with you. Yeah, still back here. You
But
know?
then I think it's even harder from 8th to high school.
Sure.
So those are the 2 girl programs that we offer. And then we have the other programs for women, and also we also offer services to men.
The thing that I think is so impressive is how lean your operation runs and how much goes to the actual clients that you serve. So the statistic was 94 cents of every dollar goes directly to client services, which I think is incredible.
Well, it helps that we have like 7 volunteers that are in our office every day, and they usually commit to about a 3 to 4 hour shift. And we've had 2 volunteers who've been with us 22 years. So you can imagine that they carry a lot of the history that those of us who are being paid
It's all
don't
the institutional knowledge that carries
Absolutely.
through.
Absolutely.
And what about the funding sources, and how do you generate revenue to be able to serve clients?
Well, a large percentage of that is individual donations. In addition to that, we also have grants, foundations that we apply for.
Tell us about the fundraisers that you have. You just had one recently where people could run in
Men in
heels,
Heels.
men in heels.
Inaugural Men in Heels
Yeah.
event, yes.
And was there broken ankles or anything like that?
No.
There were a lot of duct
can
tape in
s-
place.
I think that's what makes it kind of exciting. You know,
It is
that's
pretty exciting.
why I wanted to go, is to see the
It
carnage.
was incredible, I have to say. We didn't know what to anticipate, but it came off beautifully. We had 12 teams that
That's awesome.
offered to get those heels on and run a course, down. And
Yeah, you had a great base of folks. You had the president of the college, president of local banks.
Right.
It was really an impressive recruitment effort.
It was.
there.
It was.
Did you have to twist their arms, or were people
Or
just
twist
lining
their
up?
ankles,
Twist their
maybe,
ankles or
or-
whatever?
yeah.
Or were they just lining up because they just always wanted to run in heels?
Yeah. Well,
I'm just asking. I don't know.
and can you answer that
I
question?
can't. I wasn't part of it, but next year maybe. Next year
Yeah.
maybe.
I mean, it really was incredible.
That's awesome. What are the
Yeah.
other 2 events that you have?
The other event is our Men Who Grill that we have in Buckley Park
Really popular.
every June. And then the month of March is Women's History Month. And we do 4 or 5 different events within that month to raise awareness of women's issues and how the community can support women in the community.
So if somebody wanted to be involved and volunteer for your organization or make a donation, where do they go? How
They
do they do
can
that?
just give us a call at 247-1242 or go to our website, wrcdurango.org, and can find out a lot about us.
247-1242, is that the same number I call if I'm looking for help?
Yep,
Okay.
same number,
Very good.
970-247-1242.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for everything they do in the
Yeah, well,
community.
thank you
Really
too
appreciate
as
it.
well. I mean,
That's what fills our bucket, is to give back to the community, and it really means a lot to see those resources being provided to everyone in need, and we really love that. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you again for joining us and having a round here at Ernie's 11th Street Station. It's been a pleasure talking with Marcos and Christy. We're excited to be able to share their stories and what they are doing in Durango. We'll see you next time for another Around in Durango.
It totally wrinkled from the wind. Take it out. I'm gonna make you do it.